Hi, I'm Stuart Lizamy, and I'm the Manager of Search Optimization and Education at Doba. Today I'm going to be talking with you a little bit about search engine friendly web design, or search engine optimization, also known as just SEO. Alright, so let's talk about why we would even want to do search engine optimization. Well, let me take you to a Google search results page. You're going to see there's two sections here. There's the natural results here in the middle, and then over here on the side are the sponsored or paid results. Okay, so people over here have paid to show up there for a certain search term, while in the middle here Google decides who shows up there. All right, and the process of search engine optimization is trying to get your website to show up in these natural results. So why do we want to show up in the natural results? Let's take a look at this pie chart here that shows distribution of search clicks on a search engine. Now you can see right here, PPC is pay per click. That's the paid ads that you see on the side. They get about 10.5% of all the clicks. So these over here, all of them combined, get about 10.5%. So where's the other 89.5% clicking? Well, obviously the only other place there is to click, and that's the natural search results. So we're talking about 8 to 9 times more traffic for showing up in the natural results than for showing up in the paid results. Okay, so obvious advantage to showing up naturally. So which keywords should we target? Well, let's kind of go over here to Google's keyword research tool. If you go to Google and just search for keyword tool, it'll be the top result, and this is the AdWords keyword tool. It's a great tool for doing keyword research. So let's use an example of running shoes. Say we have a store that sells running shoes. Okay? Get keyword ideas. Okay, when that pops up, let's scroll down. The keyword running shoes gets about 2 million searches per month on the Google network. That's a lot of traffic. It's also a lot of competition. Okay, and so probably going to be really difficult to rank for. Let's go back to this here and take a look at this chart. If you've got an online web store, what's the whole goal of that store? It's to make money. And how do you make money? You make money by selling things. So when somebody comes to your website, the one thing that you want them to do more than anything else is to buy something, okay? So this shows conversion rate by keyword phrase length. It shows that 1 and 2 keyword phrases don't convert very well. In other words, the traffic you get from shoes or running shoes, while it might be a lot, will not convert very well. As you increase the number of words in the search phrase, the traffic goes down, but the conversion goes up. So you can see 4-word search phrase is about 6 times, converts about 6 times better than a 1-word keyword phrase. And so you only have to receive about 1/6 of the traffic for each conversion. Plus, more importantly, these 4-word phrases are going to be a lot easier to rank for. There's going to be a lot less competition for them. So we come back to our keyword tool. That's kind of what we want to look for. As we look down through this, look for those 3 and 4 keyword phrases that we might want to target. Right here we've got Asics trail running shoes. Maybe create a category page on your website that's trail running shoes, and then a whole separate category that's a specific brand of trail running shoes, maybe Asics trail running shoes. Okay, it gets a decent amount of traffic, and it's going to be a lot easier to optimize for and get ranked for than, say, running shoes. All right? And you can just kind of go through here and look, underpronation running shoes, not very much traffic, so maybe we can move along. Running shoes, flat feet. So maybe you can have an informational page about how to choose running shoes if you have flat feet. Okay, so you kind of get the idea. Well, once you've decided on a target keyword, now it's time to figure out how to optimize for that. One thing to keep in mind is that search engine algorithms are always changing, so what's important to the search engines today might not be important tomorrow. But there are certain things, and it really just comes down to common sense. There are certain things that search engines are always going to find important, and so if you just use common sense in your web page design, you're going to be good. So let's look at a few of the things that historically over time have remained important. Right here at the top, one of the highest value things is the title tag. Now, I first started doing I first started studying search engine optimization back in 1999 when I created my first website. And even back then, the title tag was the most important part of doing search engine friendly web design. Now, so you want to put your keywords in the title. What you don't want to do is just cram it full of keywords that doesn't make any sense. So let's look at Doba's title as an example here, okay? Dropship wholesale products, wholesale dropshipping for retailers, then a vertical line, and then our company name. So back at the end here, you want to use your company name, company tagline, or basically identify yourself to the searcher. But up here, you're telling the searcher what your web page is about. And you want it to be intuitive instead of just a jumble of keywords, because your title is going to be the link text that shows up on the search engines when it shows up. And so we want people who search for us, whatever they're searching for, in this case dropship business, we want them to look at our title and say, oh, dropship, dropship wholesale products. Oh, well, that's what I'm looking for, so I'm going to click on this. It's another way for us to get a searcher to click on our link and come visit our website. If my title were something about mosquitoes, they're not going to click on that if they're looking for dropshipping, okay? All right, next thing, actually a couple of things. The body text and the header tags right here. Okay, header tags are actually part of the body text, so these two are going to be strongly related. Now what you want to do is create a header tag that strongly relates to your title, okay? So we have dropship up here and dropshipping. We want to reinforce that our web page is indeed about what we say it is in the title. And then for the main actual content of the web page, we want to again reinforce that this whole web page is about what we say it's about. So the content needs to relate strongly to the header tags. The header tag needs to relate strongly to the title tag. And if the search engines see that, well, then you're making a strong case and you're saying to them, look, this is what my web page is about. And the search engines will look at it and say, yep, that really is what it's about. And you'll be a lot more likely to rank for your target search terms if everything is related, okay? So what am I saying here? What I'm really saying is that web page design is kind of like a book. If you think about the web page title, that's really similar to a book's title, okay? If you go to the library and you're looking for a book about how to start an online business, and you see a book title that says how to start an online business, you're like, well, that's what I'm looking for, so you're going to grab that book. It's the same as somebody clicking through on a search engine, okay? Now, header tags are kind of like the chapter names in a book. Let's say you pull that book off the shelf and you open it up and look at the chapter names, and chapter 1 is titled Mating Habits of Mosquitoes. You're going to be like, well, that has nothing to do with starting an online business. You're going to close it, you're going to put it back on the shelf. All right? Now, after the chapter names is the actual content of each chapter. All right? That's going to be all of this information. Okay? And so the title of the book is How to Start an Online Business. You're like, great, that's what I want. You open it up, chapter 1, the name of chapter 1 is How to Decide What Kind of Business to Start. You're like, great, that's what I need to do. You open it up to the content, and all of a sudden, lo and behold, it's talking about the mating habits of mosquitoes. You're going to close the book, you're going to put it back on the shelf, you're going to go tell the librarian, hey, that book's messed up, why don't you get rid of it? And the librarian's going to take it out and maybe burn it in the back of the parking lot or something. Google is going to do the same thing. If they see that you have a title and header tags that are related, but then the content is not, they're not going to rank you in the search engines for your target keyword phrases, because Google's going to say, well, we don't know what this web page is about, and so you're just not going to rank for anything. Okay? So it's really just about common sense. Give the searcher what it is that they're searching for, and you'll do fine. Now, that's called creating relevance with the search engines. There's a lot more to ranking well for competitive search terms than just relevance, but it all starts with that. And it is possible to rank without doing anything else but creating a relevant web page. But there's another part of search engine algorithms called authority, but that's a whole nother subject for a whole nother time. And so this is going to be the end. I hope you found it helpful. and good luck to you getting optimized and ranked for your target keyword terms.